Hey, welcome back to Pokemon Snap. Now that we have the Pester Balls, we're going to go ahead and head back out to the river and see what hidden Pokemon awaits us that Oak is talking about. What we can do with the Pester Balls now in the river is, as you can see, those Poliwag that were dancing here on the right, you can actually pelt your Pester Balls at the Poliwag, and as you can see, it'll get them to kind of leap into the river there. And then they'll kind of jump out for a nice shot. And then on the left, we have those Bulbasaur from before. You can pelt them. Now the ones that are on the stumps off with the Pester Balls to get a much closer shot at the Bulbasaur as well. And then as you can see, the Poliwag are kind of jumping out of the riverbank there. So once you get them to fall into the water, you can get them to come out of the river for good shots as well. So as you can see here, we have that smoke kind of coming out of that, what looks like the top of a Vileplume. Again, as you can see, we're pelting the Pester Balls and still doing nothing yet, so we can't do anything with that yet until later. We will return with another item that we get later on. Kind of an interesting little background there. As you can see, the Psyduck is kind of strolling along like before down the river. And past this corner, just like before, we were able to see some Metapod kind of string-shotted up on the top of that tree. Before we threw the apples at it, but since Metapod has such a hardened skin, they did not work. However, if you throw the Pester Balls, you can get Metapod to sling down and get a nice, very nice close-up shot of Metapod. And as you notice there, if you actually do not throw the Pester Ball back at the Metapod once it's down in front of you, it will stop you right in your tracks, your 0-1 machine. So you have to just pelt another one at it to get it to go back up. And we got Psyduck just strolling along once again. And as you can see, we have those floating objects there in the wall. If you pelt a Pester Ball at that, it'll turn into a Porygon, very rare Pokemon. And then there's another one right there. Throw the Pester Ball at the object and then throw it again at Porygon to get it to reveal itself. And this is the one we want to hit. Wait, guy, let's return to the lab. Let's see what we have here. Welcome back. Guy, you found a split in the path. According to my research, that split should link to a new course. I've also made a link from my lab. You should go right away. Well, let's go ahead and check it out. What did we unlock? It looks like the cave. This is a scary looking cave. I bet if I listen carefully, I'll hear lots of strange noises. You know what? I think we should check it out. Let's see what other new Pokemon await us in the cave. Let's go ahead and see what we can see. And as you can see, there's a nice little waterfall entrance there. I love that. And this is the cave area, one of my also favorite areas of the game. I really enjoy all the areas of this game, but this one just has a nice little peaceful tone to it. The music is just such a relaxing choice for this area. It just fits it perfectly. And as you can see, we have some Bulbasaur over here, but if you pelt it with the Pester Ball, you can see its eyes are kind of dotted. And that's unusual for a Bulbasaur, but as you can see, it transformed into a Ditto. So we have Ditto in this cave. Looks like some Grimer there on the left. Can't really reach it there. And we have some more Bulbasaur, or actually Ditto. So there's a nice shot of Ditto once again. So yeah, if you pelt those Bulbasaur with the Pester Ball, they will transform themselves into their real form, which is Ditto. So kind of nice little Easter egg there. Of course, from the other Pokemon games, Ditto is able to transform into any Pokemon, and that's cool that they use Bulbasaur in the cave. We have a little bit of water kind of coming down there, and as you can see up ahead, we have a Coughing chasing a Jigglypuff. Looks like that Jigglypuff is being very bothered by the Coughing, so you can get this is an opportunity to get a nice close-up shot of both Jigglypuff and Coughing. And if you throw your Pester Ball at Coughing, it'll eventually leave Jigglypuff alone, but more will come out and you'll have to keep throwing your Pester Balls at Coughing, which is actually rewards you later on in this cave, which I'll show you here in a little bit. As you can see here, we have Weeping Bell just kind of trotting around this pool of water. So this is kind of a similar scenario to the Charmeleon at the volcano that was running around a a lava pit. What you want to do is once you get Weeping Bell closer to your you want to pelt it just like that, nice, and get it right into that body of water, and then it'll evolve into Victory Bell, and then you can get some nice shots of the lovely Victory Bell as well. And try to do it quickly, much quicker than I did there, so you can get a much closer shot of Victory Bell. And as you can see, we have a Zubat carrying a Pikachu off in the air there. There's actually a nice little thing you can do, if I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do it here, but if you can get the Zubat, chuck your Pester Balls at the Zubat, it will drop Pikachu and you'll get a nice little surprise for that as well. It looks like I'm not able to do it. Here we have a beautiful looking crystal egg and a couple of Jinx. And it's looking like we can't do anything with that yet, so we will just get a couple shots of Jinx that we can, and we'll move on. Oh, I love this cave so much, and as you can see, there's the goal gate there, so we're nearing the end of the level. If you look to the right, you'll see a Jigglypuff singing, kind of putting on a little performance show there. As you can see, there's another one dancing behind it in the background. So all the Jigglypuff you rescue will actually come here and dance to the music. But if you pelt a Pester Ball at the one that's singing, it'll puff up, which I just love that animation. It's so cool to see. And that is the cave. Wow, Jigglypuff on stage has a value of 500 points. Oak, aren't you a little biased here, Oak? I mean, you gave Pikachu like what, over 1,000 points, and you gave Jigglypuff 500 for it. Putting on such a performance show. Come on, Oak. Welcome back. You are doing a fine job, guy. Choose go to course. Well, let's go ahead and do that. So it looks like we can go to the next course, the valley. The river is rapid. I'll have to concentrate hard, or I could miss a good shot. You know what? Let's go ahead and check it out. Another new area to explore and new Pokemon to see. So let's go ahead and go to the valley. Nice. We have another beautiful waterfall entrance there. I love that they do that. But yeah, so this is the valley, and we kind of start off in this little river, kind of leading through the valley. And as you can see, you have a couple of shells. What you want to do is throw Pester Balls at the shells, and they will reveal themselves as Squirtle. One of the first starter Pokemon. The only one we haven't captured yet. You can get some nice shots right here at the beginning of the valley. As you can see, we have a Mankey kind of dancing about over there. We have a little, or not little, but larger mountain of looks like a Doug Trio out there in the distance. Can't really do anything with that yet. And then of course Mankey's kind of throwing a little tantrum over there. Can't really get a good shot of Mankey. We'll just throw a Pester Ball at it. We have some Geodude hanging on the wall. Sandshrew coming out of the ground there. If you get Geodude to come down, it will be enough weight to propel Sandshrew out of the ground. So you can get a nice shots of both of those Pokemon. As you can see, we have a Sandslash and Graveler there kind of looking at us in the distance. Once you get closer, the Sandslash will dig into the ground and the Graveler will climb up the rock wall. However, if you get the Geodude to come down, that will propel Graveler down on the ground, which is enough weight to send Sandslash back up. So you can get a nice shots of both Graveler and Sandslash. So that's a very nice little trick. Something that's very useful of getting more Pokemon in your photos. As you can see, we go down this little riverbank here. We have a beautiful waterfall again on the right. We have a Staryu that jumps out of the water here. You want to take, I'm trying not to waste too much film here. It's kind of hard to capture sometimes, but you want to just get a nice shot of Staryu. As long as you capture it, let's see, right there. You get it right there in the center. It'll kind of react to that negatively and start spinning around you in a weird fashion. So eventually another Staryu will come out just like that. And you want to keep capturing those Staryu and try to get a couple pictures of them, and then eventually you will get down to the bottom of this river. And as you can see, we have a little bit of a cyclone type thing there. Staryu's going to go into there and evolve into Starmie. So you'll get some nice pictures of Starmie. But also, if you keep throwing Pester Balls at the cyclone, you'll get Dragonite to come out. Another very rare Pokemon. That is a very nice shot of Dragonite to get, and it's just so cool to see that rare Pokemon just pop out right here. As you can see, we have a Squirtle here. Let's see if we can get it to boom. Let's get that Mankey on his feet there. And then we have Dragonite kind of flying off into the distance. doing Dragonite things, who knows. And this is kind of towards the end of the level. It looks like there's that Mankey again. Let's throw a Pester Ball at it.
Oh!